It's recording me just waiting for my turn to go in. I'm just getting over a cold. I don't know why I always get sick. I do everything right. I eat right, exercise regularly, lick the outside of everyone's glass when they're done with it. I don't know why I always catch something. I had a dream that I was having an identity crisis, and I couldn't decide if I was a slut or an advocate for the blind. So when I write my name and number on the men's room wall, I'd also print it in Braille. So I've always dated older men for some reason. When I was in college, I was dating this guy. I was a freshman, and he was a senior citizen. He eventually left me for someone with more experience at shuffleboard. I like to offer joggers a ride to test their willpower. Come on in. I'm going that way anyway. If they actually get in, I say, you weak fool. So the other night, this cop pulled out right in front of me, but I was glad that he did because we weren't using protection and I didn't want to get pregnant or anything. So I was worried my friend was getting clumsy because every time I saw her, she had more and more bruises all over her body. But as it turns out, she just had a really abusive boyfriend. I used to keep a diary, but my life was really boring. So I would pretend I was a Jerry Springer guest in it. But one time my mom found it, and she said, Molly, why do you enjoy sex with the relatives and being a transvestite stripper? I said, all of those questions and more will be answered after the break. And then she threw a chair at me. I had no choice but to ask Steve to hold me back before I did something I regretted. I always wondered if I was trapped on a desert and I hadn't had a drink in days, but I had a friend with me who had fluid caught in her knee. What would I do? No. When I really like a guy, I like to get and go with his baby's mama. I spend a lot of time with her. That way I can keep track of her, make sure she's not sleeping with my man. Except, of course, on weekends when I babysit because she has her business meetings and he's away anyway visiting his uncle in Buffalo. I'm going to wrap it up with an update on my love life. I know you're at the edge of your seats here. I've been dating this sports enthusiast guy who pays absolutely no attention to me when the game's on. So I said, you have to put as much enthusiasm into our relationship as you do into sports. So the next night we're in bed and I felt something weird brush up against my thigh. And I looked down and he was wearing a foam finger that read, "You're number one." Let me tell you, since then, my sex life has been phenomenal. It's been great. Okay, thank you. I felt it was good. I felt, I got through everything, didn't forget anything. I'm shocked to see when there's only two people in the room, I'm shocked to see them actually laugh. It's like when you watch TV and you're sitting by yourself, you rarely laugh out loud. You just kind of think that's funny to yourself. I thought it would be them just jotting down notes, but it was interesting to see them actually laugh. So I guess judges are human too.
How long have you been doing this?
A little under a year. So.
You're that polished. So, let me ask you, how old were you when you realized you were funny when you had a knack for comedy?
That would be about 6 months ago. I started doing stand-up and I didn't think I was funny, but I thought I could write for somebody else. I didn't think I could deliver it myself. I thought, well, I can write some funny stuff, but I never thought I could actually be that person doing that. So